Hello friends, I'm Akash. I was invited as a special guest for the 2019 Impact Summit on September 19th in Washington, D.C. Impact is the Indian American Impact Fund, which supports Indian Americans running for public office in the United States. Recently, Impact endorsed Senator Kamala Harris for president. For the 2019 Impact Summit, Congressman Krishnamoorthi of Illinois and Congressman Khanna of California were keynote speakers. I truly thank Mrs. Aruna Miller, former Maryland State Delegate and Impact Executive Director, for inviting me as a special guest. I met many awesome people at this summit, including both keynote speakers, Congressman Krishnamurthi of Illinois and Congressman Khanna of California, and Impact founders Mr. Deepak and Goyle, AAPI President Dr. Suresh Reddy, Mrs. Usha Reddy, candidate for the U.S. Senate from Kansas, Mrs. Arati Kreibich, the candidate for the U.S. House from New Jersey, Dr. Hiral Tipirneni, the candidate for the U.S. House from Arizona, Mrs. Timmaraju, the top executive at NBC Comcast, India Abroad Chief Mr. Aziz Hanifa, and finally Mrs. Anu Kosaraju from Detroit, Michigan. I was invited onto the stage to speak along with my sister Amrita. So here is the video of that speech. Enjoy.
How many of you are spelling bee fans? Are you excited? I'm super excited for this next week. We have a very, very special guest all the way from San Angelo, Texas, I believe that's right. That's right? Did I get that right? I don't know, I'm not a spelling bee champ, but I'm trying to make sure I find this part of my script.
Let's go.
Hey folks, I know we're super excited and meet and greet, but we got a big special VIP guest next, so gonna ask folks, I'm gonna start calling people out. Today we have the youngest boy to ever compete in the Scripps National Spelling Bee at the age of 6. He has gone on to compete 3 more times and has a few more competitions coming, I believe. He has appeared as a guest on Steve Harvey, Jimmy Kimmel, The Harry Connick Show, and many more. He's been on BBC, PBS, HBO, Breaking the Bee, and he is here today at the NEA with us at Impact. Please welcome Akash and Vukoti all the way from San Angelo. So we have a different mic because I don't have a stand for you. So we're gonna have a few freestanding microphones here. And he has a few words of greeting for the group. So take it away, Akash.
Okay.
It's on. It is on here. Yep.
So, first of all, hello everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Chairman, I think. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? Awesome. First of all, I'd like to thank Mrs. Timmaraju very much for the beautiful introduction, and also thank you to Mrs. Adhitkar for bringing me on stage, and then also, of course, to Mrs. Aruna Miller for inviting me here as a special guest. It's truly an honor to be here, and yeah. I'm going to start by saying hello. I'm Akash Vukoti. I'm a 10-year-old from San Angelo, Texas, and I'm the youngest boy to compete at the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Akash, can you tell us how old you were when you competed in the National Spelling Bee?
When I competed at the National Spelling Bee, I was 6 years old, and there's a lot more, and I'm going to talk about that in just a bit. But first, I'd like to mention that as many of you here in this hall are elected officials or leaders in your community, or people attempting and trying to be leaders in your community, I've wall, which, I mean, sometimes things will be upside down. And believe me, it'll be totally alright, I promise you. When I was little, I dreamed of becoming an astronaut. When I was 5, in fact, we went to the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. And then later when I was 6, I had a glimpse of Hollywood when I worked with the likes of Steve Harvey and Jimmy Kimmel. And last year, when I was on the set of the hit TV show Dancing with the Stars Juniors, the audience chanted, "Akash 2020, Akash 2020." At that moment, I thought, wow, it's the President of the United States. It's the most powerful person in the world. You can have your own plane and live in the White House. That would be so cool. And if all that happens, I would credit today's Impact Summit as the right place to start with 100%. Today's Impact Summit has given me a wonderful opportunity to meet with some very wonderful people from around the country who have a good heart and the willpower to fix many of the problems that we have today and to do selfless service to our great country. My parents, which by the way, they're right here in my family, say hi.
Thank you.
My parents told me to, see only the positive things in life and to appreciate them. Like, let's just start off by, how blessed could I be to be born in this great country? I just like to say thanks to our founding fathers. And America is a leading force internationally, and it has the largest economy in the world. America is also the most powerful country in the world. This is great, but at the same time, we also have, we've also got poor and homeless people that we actually see daily in our road intersections and such. I mean, I'm too young and don't know how it works, but even though I'm mostly optimistic, sometimes I'm scared as I think about how to deal with mass shootings that sometimes happen even in our schools. That's not good. So how can we reduce and eventually stop gun violence? Would our schools be safe? And speaking of schools, how can we make our education system better so as to continue to lead the world? And on a completely unrelated note, how, unlike Canada, why don't we have our government to take care of healthcare? These are all some pretty important issues, but above all, there seems to be one that's constantly appearing in the news. It's climate change. And there's a specific type of climate change. I mean, most of the reason why climate change, is a thing is mainly because of human activity. The specific type of climate change we want to address is global warming. Are we doing enough about this very important issue? What, it's like our house is on fire. We don't want our houses on fire. Are we acting appropriately? I seem to doubt that. And I mean, I know, we may not be perfect, but despite all these problems, we are the best country in the world. And I strongly believe that the solution is in our hands, no, not literally. But if we work deliberately for our nation, we will eventually find a solution to these problems. My generation of Indian Americans thinks you all right here in this hall are doing a great job. And I just really just want to say that we Deshis have the potential to, not only lead our communities in the country, but the whole world. I'm only 10 years old, and I don't know how it works. Just joking, you can tell based off of what I said. I'm only 10 years old. I'm actually still exploring, and will continue to explore for more time, like what should I pursue. But definitely, I would say public service tops my list because it's a very noble position and can find the solution to many problems that we face every day. Once again, I'd just like to thank every single one of you right here in this hall for, doing some great service to our wonderful country. And I'd also like to thank the Impact Fund and the founders of the Impact Fund for, creating, building and creating a wonderful platform so that Indian Americans can excel in politics which is one of the most important, position. This is one of the most important sort of fields, you could say, in our country. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. Don't need to be have fun now. Thank you.
Excellent. So, Akash, are you, I know this is your profession, so we're going a little bit beyond, but are you okay trying to spell a few words head-to-head with some of our audience members?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We've got a couple of volunteers who are going to come up and try to outpace Akash on some spelling. I have some words, so we're going to do a quick round, good rapid fire spelling bee, impact style. Let's see how our brave volunteers, Arvin and Asim, do. Go over there. You should be intimidated, absolutely. Okay, our first word, and I've got my Webster's dictionary up in case somebody needs a definition, because I watched B. I know how it works.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. Marginalia.
You're first.
Do you want to go first, Akash? Do you want to go first,
Let's
Akash?
go in this order, actually. I think that'll make more sense.
Okay, I need you to share the mic, though. Do you mind sharing the mic?
Oh, yeah, actually.
Marginalia. No one's asking, but I took the trouble to look it up. I'm going to tell you the definition. That's right? I can give the definition to help clarify. No, I'm asking Akash. He's the expert. Should I give the definition? Should I give the definition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, an important thing is like whenever in this case, Arvin, asks, whenever a speller in the National Bee asks for a specific piece of information about the word, then
I give it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? You can give the definition straight off the bat if you want.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give it. Marginal definition, marginal notes or embellishments, as in a book, or non-essential items. Marginalia.
Kind of like a virgin. That's not going to help you.
A new Latin word that can be traced back to the Latin forms of margin. That's the best I can do based on Webster.
Marginalia. M-A-R-G-I-N. Marginalia.
Correct. Oh my gosh, now I have to pick harder words. Okay. This is going to be harder than I thought. Some of these words that they gave me I can't pronounce. Are there any other spelling bee champs in the audience? Join me.
That's my sister.
Oh, wow, I'm a second celebrity.
That really is dynasty.
Okay, good. We're going to have this from your big sister, Amrita. Nice to meet you, Amrita. Give a round of applause for Amrita. Okay, can you pick one of these words and I'll look it up in the dictionary. Okay. You want to do it?
The word is chaplainesque.
Can you repeat that again?
Chaplainesque.
Definition?
You can.
Of or relating to Sir Charles Spencer.
Can you repeat the word again?
Chaplainesque.
Chaplainesque.
Chaplainesque. Relating to who?
Sir Charles Spencer.
I think we can say the rest of it. Also known as Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. Can you repeat the word again?
Chaplainesque.
Chaplainesque. Chaplinesque. Chaplainesque.
That is correct.
Yay.
A complex tissue in the vascular system of higher plants that consists of tubes and elongated parenchyma. I don't know.
cells, usually with fibers that function in the translocation and support and storage. Flow up.
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't expecting you were going to read the entire thing.
Of course I would read the entire thing.
You know what, yeah, actually.
Flow. I like this little trick. So, PHLOEM.
Yes.
I don't think we have time to keep going and
Yeah,
going.
thank you.
Just
So it sounds like all three of you are winners.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. It's a three-way tie. That happened before, right? Two-way tie. Oh yes, last year there was an eight-way tie, right?
Well,
Yeah, there was an 8-way tie.
So congratulations. You can all raise your hands in victory and take a picture.
Yeah.
8-way tie. You did that. That was awesome.
So you guys are all reasonably decent spellers. It's probably your Indian origin. You probably need to mix it up ethnically to make it more competitive. Before we wrap up, anybody in the audience have any questions for Akash? Any special requests for spit words? Yes, we have one here.
You wanted to be an astronaut, are you still interested in it?
Yeah, I'm still am very, very interested in becoming an astronaut because that's really interesting, and I kind of just want to explore space. And the original reason why I wanted to become an astronaut is to find if there was any life on Mars, but that's already being done. So now my basic goal is just to be on the International Space Station because that's just cool too. So yeah, and explore it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You have a follow-up question? You're still standing.
Maybe I was going to say, I had an opportunity to work with many astronauts. I was one of the first one in 1982, November. We launched our satellite for a Canadian company called Telesat on space shuttle. Shuttle number 5, so I had a chance to work with many astronauts. I still work with one of them, Bob Sinker in New Jersey. So if you want to get some tips, I may be able to provide you some.
Awesome. Surely I'd love to do that.
Awesome. Networking right here.
Networking.
Thank you so much. I think, Aruna, how are we doing on time? Time check?
I think the next panel is ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, can we have one more question while we get the panel up here?
Sure.
All right, one more from the candidate.
Got it.
Yeah, future Congresswoman.
I would love to hear what each of your favorite words is and why.
Okay. Let's start with. Oh, come on! Mine's going to be a lot more awesome.
Little brother's annoying, I know.
Okay. So I have the same favorite word as he is, but I'm going to change it just so he can say it. He can say his. So, okay. My favorite word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, although it's not in the dictionary because it's not an actual.
It's like a made-up word.
Yeah, because and I like it. Other than the fact that it's a long word, and I like long words, I like it because it means wonderful. Happy words are awesome.
Thank you, that's a great answer. That's a great answer.
And by the way, yeah, spell it. Okay, I can spell it for you. SUPERCALIFRAGALISDICBIALIDOCIA. And by the way, she can spell it too.
Okay, but can you sing it?
Like, I mean, I can.
You don't have to, you don't have to. You don't
Anyway, now my word.
Excuse me, we're going to have to wrap it up because
Yeah. We're almost done.
the journalists are here.
Yep.
Okay, and finally, my word. It's the longest word in Merriam-Webster's, and well, specifically, it's Merriam-Webster's third New International Dictionary in British, but I'm not going to say that. Webster's third. So it's the longest word in the dictionary. It's pneumonology Microsoft Code Canconiosis. The fourth letter is long. I featured it in many of my TV shows and everything, and now I'm going to spell it. It refers to one of these. It's spelled PNEUMONOULTRAMICROCOPACSILIOLCIOPACIS. And that's it. I had to do it quick. So yeah, there we
so wonderful to have you, and congrats to your parents. I have kids, I hope they're just infants, so I hope at some point they learn the alphabet, but one day I hope they can spell like these guys.
Definitely.
And we'll be watching you again in the B. So thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, up next we have an amazing panel. It'll be tough to beat those amazing spellers, but we have our media panel. I'm going to ask Aziz and
I really had lots and lots of fun at Impact. Thanks once again to Aruna Miller and the Impact team for inviting me there as a special guest. I really enjoyed it. And that's about it. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss tomorrow's new videos every time I upload. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Love you, Akash.